Hey guys, how are you doing today? While I was just taking a look at the financial news today, I wasn't quite sure um where we were with inflation, but it would seem like it came down. But I was wondering if there was an easier way for us to help try and see if we could fight and beat inflation. And what I noticed was that I was usually using a tool that could help me with that, and that was essentially high yield savings account. For the past 3 months, I have been making some good money with high yield savings account. I didn't quite believe it, but with interest rates of about what 3-4%, um, it's really amazing that you could make $200, $250 just having your money sitting in the bank and is secured in that fashion. So, have you taken a look at your financial information? Go out there and just check. Um, I will try and see if that's something that can help everyone. High interest savings account is my best way of generating passive income. What is passive income? It's essentially any money that is not directly tied to your time. A simple example will be writing a book. When you write a book, you go through the hard process of determining what the chapters will be, what the content is going to be on these chapters. And eventually, when you're done writing the book and you publish it, every time that book sells and you get royalties off of it, then that is a way that income can be considered as passive income. As you can tell, this is directly opposite from using your time to earn money, and that is in complete opposition to the idea of passive income, like going into a job, working um, a 9 to 5 job, for example. That is not considered as passive income. So if you have $10,000 in a traditional savings account, and the interest on this $10,000 is 1%, and say you have this account for a year. Now, let's say that after listening to this information, you decide to open a high yield savings account and you put in the same $10 for 2% interest annually, then you could be making $200 on this $10,000 that you have in the bank. Also, you want to make sure that the bank in which you're creating this high yield savings account is an FDIC bank. The federal government will ensure that you are compensated up to $250,000 if uh, there were any issues with this bank, like a bank failing, for example. In the past few years, there have been a few bank failures. The famous example in the past couple of years has been Silicon Bank. However, you want to note that money you make from high interest savings account taxed at ordinary income rates. But for more specifications on that, you want to make sure that you're reaching out to a tax professional. Like I already mentioned, another reason why you want to use high yield savings account will be to fight inflation. And what is inflation? Essentially, the increase of goods of services, the increase in prices of goods and services as time goes by, right? So if every year, say for example, inflation goes up by 2%, you want to make sure your money in general grows by at least 2.5%, or 3% to at least be an inflation or beat inflation. And that way you're able to maintain your standards of living. So as you can see, putting your money in a traditional savings account, which is typically at 0.1% or even less than that, you will be behind inflation, and you will discover that your money will be losing value, and with time, goods and services, you will not be able to meet up with prices of goods and services year after year. So before we continue with fintech tools that can help you find which high yield savings account are the best for you. I am Massimo. I am a network engineer who's obsessed with fintech technologies and how they can help you save, grow, and create a better budget for your money. Please follow this YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Thank you. What are fintech tools? Essentially, these are tools that help you manage, gain financial insight, or grow your money using technology. For example, your bank possibly has an app. On that app, it helps you create accounts, move money in and out of that account, helps you apply for auto loans, mortgages, credit cards, helps you pay balances on any loans that you have, or any balances with your credit cards. Um, Same thing with, say, PayPal, Venmo, which helps you transfer money, peer-to-peer lending platforms, stock exchange platforms such as Robinhood, which that you can use to invest in the stock market, and several other financial platforms that are out there for different purposes. So one of the first places where you want to find out if you can find a high yield savings account will actually be with the personal banks that you are in. Typically, they will have some conditions on the amount of money you need to save in a high yield savings account. Take a look there, see what the interest rates are. If they work out for you and they have a specified amount of money that is being required from you to actually open up a high yield savings account, and then for you to then move on and get the benefits of having that high yield savings account, then look at your personal financial situation, make sure that uh, this is not money that you're going to be needing in a while, and just go ahead, open that account, put it in there. Typically it's free. If there are any chances that you would need a minimum fee, take a look at it and see if you can waive those fees. If you cannot waive them, I think there's no point in opening up a high yield savings account in that case. If your bank is not a good source for that, look at other banks, see what they offer, look at the interest rates, see what the minimum fees are for you to waive those, and make a decision on if you will be satisfied with those conditions. Another option will be online banks like Ally. That, for example, they have some good options out there. Take a look at those and see if you can help grow your money in that fashion. Yeah, NetWallet will show you which banks have the best high yield savings accounts, and they will categorize them and show you which one gives you a bonus for even opening up an account with them. So that's free money. Which one has any monthly fees that you need to pay, how you can waive them, and things of that nature. But again, money growing in a high yield savings account grows using compound interest. What is that? Trust me, we'll talk about that in another video. But I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. And again, subscribe. And if this is something that you want to keep following, then wait for more videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.